Doctor Who figure review. Now this one, the Weeping Angels, was one of the new ones, as we've all we've all seen the series. I think they were in series two. Um, series two, series three. No, hang on, series three. Sorry, series three. That's right. Um, New character, and these particular ones were these Weeping Angels were scary ones because they would stand like that, and if you blink, they move, and they've got teeth and you know, and these were one of the scary ones, scary villains, um, who if they get you, they send you back in time. And in this one where it says Rise of, um, the episode was called Blink. Um, and the thing is, the Doctor and Martha, of course, were ended up being sent back in time, back to 1969, as we've all seen. Um, and the only way they could get the TARDIS was get help by Sally Sparrow. Um, and of course, they had to try to avoid the Weeping Angels, because I have to say, in all of the characters in Doctor Who, I'd say the Weeping Angels was one of the ones that were the most scariest ones, because you didn't know if they were just normal statues, because the thing is, I mean, they first started off in a house, and of course they sent people back in time. They sent a young cop back in time who ended up years later sort of old in hospital bed, and because he as Sally Sparrow met him and was talking to him, and I think they're in some car park, and he was attacked from the Weeping Angels and sent back in time. So of course, when Sally Sparrow is at the hospital, he remembers her and tells her and about the doctor, and of course, eventually, the, Sally and the guy she works with at a video shop, they had to end up helping the doctor from a way that he managed to make the first um, video, but knew what Sally Sparrow and her friend were going to say, um, which bit of I mean, suppose timey wimey stuff there, um, and eventually they had to try and find the TARDIS, but of course, when they found the TARDIS, the Weeping Angels were sort of surrounding it. So, because they found up the key to open the TARDIS door, they go in, close the door, and they had to quickly um, button for the TARDIS to go back. And of course, when the TARDIS dematerializes, Sally Sparrow and her friend are sort of like this, and they're still in now, and the TARDIS has gone back to where it's meant to go for the Doctor and Martha, so they can get back. So, of course, I think I think it's a few months later, or that Sally sees the Doctor, goes out, says, and of course the Doctor doesn't know her because she says it hasn't happened yet. He said, "What hasn't happened?" She hands him in the information, which means that she's met the Doctor and Martha, but they were on like a video, but they knew what he knew what they were going to say. But when the Sally Sparrow meets the Doctor face to face, this hasn't happened as yet. And of course, she, as I said, she gives him the information, tells him, and the thing is, as I said, the Weeping Angels were one of the scariest characters that ever had. I mean, this this character is done very well. The makeup, the costume, everything is so it's done really well. And you know, I had a little read in here, and they said they were worried about the actors in the costumes. You know, where the angels sort of stand really still and then they move, they'd have a problem. No problem. And I have to say, the actors that were all made up as Weeping Angels, they did an excellent job. You know, excellent job. I have to say, and the as I said, the costumes, the design, and to get that look of actual um, actual stone figures, and that to get that detail, it's so it's real to get that detail. And I'm gonna just open up the figure, and this is the thing where with Chris, the one that's the writer now, his characters are no good. They're no good. Like the one of the series with a female playing the Doctor, which I hope she regenerates, and the male playing the Doctor. You know, now I've said this before. At first saw the villain, I thought, okay, fine, he's got a mask on. When he takes the mask off, he's probably really, really scary and horrible and that. But when he took the mask off, his face was full of teeth. Not a lot of thought went into it at all. And this is why the other guys that had Stephen Moffat, the other guy, before Stephen Moffat, the other ones took a lot of thought went into the characters. Chris Chibnall, no. And this is why with the Weeping Angels character, the costume, to get the costume down to look like stone. You'd think it would be really hard to get that, detail look like stone, and they did it worked. And this is why this is one of the scariest characters, scary news characters. Now, as you can see, they've got their eyes, so they've got like this. Um, but as soon as you blink, they'll move. And so this picture, I mean, the detail. Look at the detail on it. I mean, they've got the creases there. Excellent, excellent. The detail, um, and the color, and excellent detail and the color. I mean, that's just right, just right. I think that with Chris Chibnall, he needs to go. They need to bring one of the other guys back so that Doctor Who can continue being better with a new writer, new actor, male, playing a male role. No more Jodie Whittaker, no more Chris Chibnall. Because this character, I mean, on the figure, they've done an excellent job on the figure, the detail and the colour. And I have to say that those two guys, Stephen Moffat and the other guy, I can't think of his name, um, their ideas of the characters the villains that they want in the show to cause trouble for the Doctor, they thought it well. They definitely had a big think about, what type of villain they want, how they want the costume, and that. And the detail on this is excellent, and the colour. It's absolutely perfect. You can just the ridges there. You got hands there, the detail, hair there, and wings there, and there. Now these characters, to think of these, Stephen Moffat, to think of the characters like this is, he's definitely did a good job of thinking of these characters, having them called the weeping angels, and this is why they had really good characters in Doctor Who before Chris Chibnall decided to be writer for Jodie Whittaker. I have to say, excellent job. I think one episode, I think Chris Chibnall might have written it for, and I think one of the characters was a fine. But for him to write for a whole series 11 and 12, the characters in that, terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, perfect. Detail, colour, excellent. This is why with this one, the costume, and and like in issue 177, which is the Jadoon, which you see at the end where they grab the Doctor, which should be played by a male, decides to take her and put in a colony prison or something or other. But the thing is, All right, that character. All right, the Dune character, pretty good. Um, they were definitely really good characters, and as you can see with the costume, excellent. So this figure is going to be really, really good. But I think it works. This character works a lot better with the other doctors, not her. You see, when David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, there met the Jadoon characters again, he was able to, speak them and say, the words, the language, and that was good. And this is the thing. This character works with the other ones. If they had a male playing the Doctor, it probably would have been better and a better writer. But no, they had to have Chris Chibnall. Oh yes, he's a writer. All he wants a female, who I really don't think went for an audition. He already knew who he wanted, but wants a male playing the Doctor and a new writer. So that is the Weeping Angel. As I said, excellent costume. Definitely good the way they made it so it looks like stone. The actors in it did a really good job. Really good job of standing still and then move when they're sort of meant to, and then stop, and they did a really good job. Excellent costume, excellent the way the actors performed, and with this figure they did a good job as well. The detail and the colour, really good, really good. So yeah, so the next one is the Dune captain, and when I'm getting next time, I'll do a review on. Now there will be another live stream later. It's a bit diamond art, and might be gaming, I don't know. So yeah, so as I said, the costume and the actors that were in the costume to play the Weeping Angels, they did an excellent job. The design of the costume, the designers did an excellent job on that. They've done a superb job acting, the design of the costume, and to make it look like stone. Superb. So yep, so that is the Weeping Angel, one of the scariest ones, villains. But done an excellent job on the character. They certainly did, and the detail superb, and the colour superb. So yeah, so that's a figure review on the Doctor Who. So yeah, so take care, stay safe. As I always say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Take care, guys. Bye now.